Neon Justice, the Signal Dramas.
You're now tuned to Red Neon Justice, Episode 2, The Compass and Shadows. Low-pulsing synth, distant rain, muffled thunder of static storm. A faint radio crackle rises under the opening logo, the hand's broadcast tone. It flickers once, then twists into the signal's counterfrequency. Transition sting. The Muraleth theme whisper loop plays in reverse for 3 seconds before cutting out. Prologue. The glitch in the classroom. Soft humming projectors. Rhythmic childlike retition. Inside Harmony House Academy, order hums like a lullaby. Children repeat lessons in perfect unison. Their words are seamless until one line falters. A phrase that doesn't belong slips into the loop. Open quote. Truth remembers. Close quote. Small electrical pop static bloom. Maggie, her magenta eye, catching the flicker, freezes. The projection above the child stutters into an impossible pattern, a butterfly made of light. She quickly taps her wrist console, concealing it before the surveillance drones sweep the room. The hand's intercom voice drones overhead. Open quote. Maintain harmony. Anomalies will be sanitized. Close quote. She exhales slowly, fingertips glowing with faint magenta glyphs beneath her sleeve. A question begins to form. What if this place doesn't teach truth at all? Cue. Matrix motif. Low cello pulse plus glitching heartbeat. Scene 1. Corporate J's briefing. Cold office reverb, faint static hiss under corporate ambience. Corporate J stands before a translucent wall of shifting red glyphs. The words non-critical incident review scroll endlessly. His superior, a faceless figure known only as the board voice, speaks through the wall. Open quote, you'll file this anomaly as corruption error. We do not elevate noise to narrative. Close quote. Jay's jaw tightens. Open quote. Understood. Close quote. Close quote. When the call ends, the lights dim. Alone, he opens a hidden file marked Echo Report Number 1. Inside, a still frame of the glitching child. The outline of a butterfly pulses across the data. Jay mutters. Open quote. This is no error. Close quote. He shuts the console and steps into the violet fog, his purple glyph stripes faintly pulsing beneath his coat. Sting, Jay's theme. Slow jazz brass with underlying machine. Scene 2. The Rebel Alley. Urban rain, faint jazz echo from a nearby club, crackling energy noise. In the low quarters, the rebels move through the mist. The viewer glimpses Threadbinder, masked and tall, weaving cyan light through the air. Cindervox, small and cloaked, tuning her Ember Tech, and Ghost Arrow, his bow dimly glowing red at his back. They don't speak. Instead, their signals pulse in synchronized rhythm, the first faint unity of the signal gale. Threadbinder stops suddenly, gazing upward. A ripple in the clouds forms a white butterfly silhouette. He raises a hand. Open quote. The pattern changes. A new thread pulls toward the harmony sectors. Close quote. Threadbinder motif. Distant flute over static wind. The others vanish into the fog, unseen by the city below. Scene 3. The subway interference. Dripping tunnel echo, footsteps, faint radio chatter. The Red Scarab crouches beside a broken conduit deep in the tunnels. His gauntlet scanner emits red pulses, tracing interference patterns left by the hand's drones. A faint voice bleeds through, fragmented children's recitation, looping wrong. He tilts his head. Open quote. Harmony House? Close quote. He opens his comm. Static answers. Then, faintly, Maggie's voice encrypted. Open quote. If anyone hears this, they're rewriting the children. Please, don't let them. Close quote. Signal lost. The Scarab stands, eyes glowing. Open quote. Then we start the cut at the root. Close quote. Scarab motif. Heavy percussion echoing heartbeat neon whip. He vanishes into the dark, following the residual glyph trail. Scene 4. The Velvet Nocturne. Low jazz bass, clinking glasses, murmuring crowd, glitching vinyl loop. Speakeasy leans against the bar, neon glasses flickering with glyph patterns that shift with the music. A projected butterfly symbol shimmers in the drink beside him. He grins. Open quote. Trouble's tuning up in the north sectors. The hands got static in their nursery. Close quote. He slides a file across the bar, a cracked data shard pulsing faint magenta. A shadowed figure accepts it. The Red Scarab. Speakeasy chuckles. Open quote. Keep your mask on, legend. The hand's writing new stories tonight. Close quote. Sting, Speakeasy motif. Smooth sax line with glitch pulse undertone. As the Scarab exits, Speakeasy raises a toast to the empty air. Open quote. To truth wherever it hides. Close quote. The club lights flicker. A brief flash of the Muraleth across the ceiling. Scene 5. Jay and Maggie. Low thunder roll. Rain tapping on glass. Distant hum of drones. Jay arrives at Harmony House under the guise of a follow-up inspection. Maggie waits in the empty corridor, lights dimmed. Her tone is measured. Open quote, "You close the report." "Orders," Jay answers. "I didn't believe them." Close quote. Silence stretches. Then the child's voice echoes faintly from a classroom speaker, repeating the same corrupted line. Open quote, "Truth remembers." Close quote. Jay looks toward the sound, Maggie toward him. Neither moves. In that shared pause, the alliance is born. Fragile, quiet, inevitable. Matrix and Jay dual motif, interlocking piano arpeggios that distort into radio noise. Scene 6. The rooftop watchers, wind-whipping distant sirens, faint mechanical pings of scanning drones. On a rooftop nearby, Threadbinder observes through static goggles. Open quote, "Two sparks converge in the dark. The gale begins." Close quote. Cindervox adjusts her ember tech, sending a coded flare through the mist. Ghost Arrow watches silently, the red string of his bow faintly vibrating in sync with the city's pulse. Sting, Signal Gale prototype motif, rising choir through static, closing narration, increasing storm ambience, layers of static and low synth. Open quote. In a city where memory is law, two doubters share a glance and the world begins to tilt. The hand calls it corruption. The rebels call it weather. But the signal knows the truth. The first compass has turned. Close quote. End card. Red Neon Justice, Episode 2. The Compass in Shadows. The Muralith's wings flicker briefly across the screen before the feed cuts out.